Yes. Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter fucking Joseph here for video number 2 on your late Sunday night, June the 16th, 2024. Thank you for watching, this time, right here on the Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel. Excuse me, youtube.com/PeterJoseph. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this very channel and my other channels down there. You know what they are in the description box below. Show your love and support. Leave a comment if you wish on this video and my other videos. But don't be stupid, because if you leave stupid comments, you get blocked. If you don't like it, too bad. So leave good comments, because I don't put up that bullshit. And that's it. So leave a comment on this video. Leave a like. Hit that thumbs up button. Stick that thumb straight at the wahoo. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that goddamn bell, because it's there for a reason, I guess. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And if you miss anything, well, too bad for you. You missed it. And that's it. And if you're here for the very first time, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride, and if you like the content, you want more of it, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and don't forget to hit that bell for more. And that's it. Thanks for the support. And like I said, welcome to the party, pal. And if you like the ride, I really hope you enjoy the ride. And sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Grab a cold one, whatever you got. And that's it. And if you don't like it, well, you know where to go. Out the door and go on somebody else's channel. It is what it is. I'm not doing YouTube just to, be Mr. Popular or, guys like Sexy Phil or Mr. Beast or whatever. I'm just here to be me and have fun. And just talk about music or whatever I feel like talking about. And if you like it, like I said, great. If you don't, go on somebody else's channel. Don't waste your time coming to my channel. But some of you people like to waste your time. Hearing me spiel for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it may be. But, I mean, you've loved it for 15 plus years. Why stop? Talk about myself, but some of you people need to kind of stop. But it is what it is. I'm not going to go there. But if you want to have your super obsession with me, that's your life. I'm living my own life, and I'm going to live my life to the fullest. And that's it. I'm just going to talk about what I want to talk about. And if people don't like it, well, too bad. Too bad. If you don't like what I say and what I do on my videos, then don't watch me. Simple as that. Block me. But people have a problem doing that simple fact. If you don't like somebody, please, just don't watch them. Just don't go on your boring channel and just, thinking you're better than them when you're probably not anyway. But it is what it is. I know there's a ton of people that are way better than me, but do I go after them? No. I care less with some people that are better than me, but, other people that, have a lot of subs, way more subs than me, pretty much, either I don't care about them, 2, I'm good friends with them, like Joe Cronin or whatever, maybe. And 3, great for them. Great for them. They have 150,000 subs, whatever it may be. They get more views and likes than me and comments. I didn't come on YouTube 15 years ago to become like them. I just came on YouTube to share my opinion about wrestling and music. That's it. Basically, I came on YouTube as an extension of my radio show, which is highly successful, and I brought it over to YouTube, because I was on MySpace, MySpace for a few years before MySpace kind of died, back in 2006, 2007-ish. And I heard about YouTube, but I never got a camera, or camcorder, or a phone at the time that could do what I'm doing right now, but finally I was able to get a camcorder, and I started August the 9th, 2009, and here we are 15 years later. And we're gonna keep going until I just don't feel like doing it anymore. And there's been times I just don't want to do it anymore. The longest I've taken off of YouTube was 6 months. I was back in 2017. I taken a month off, a couple weeks off here and there, but I came right back with and people just like, hey, Peter's back, yay! Well, welcome me in with open arms. But some people are like, oh, he's back, oh, great. I don't care. I may not be cosmetically pleasing to some of you people, but you still watch me. When you say, oh, I don't watch Peter, I don't watch him. That's a lie. That's a bull-faced lie. You say, oh, I'm never going to watch Peter again, and then you're still watching. It is what it is. I mean, I don't like a lot of people here on YouTube. I think we know, if you've been following me for 15 years, some of them you know, JD, Sean's View Entertainment. I don't like them. I don't watch them at all. I care less what they say or what they do. JD is still an egomaniac, and his subs are brainwashed idiots. That's fine. I don't care. I mean, if he gets like 200,000 subs, probably at the end of this year, probably will, but maybe next year. I mean, great for him. Whoop-de-goddamn do, he's still a prick. And not to say anything bad about Sean, but, all the times that me and others have called him out on his bullshit. People say I have a 10-year obsession with the guy when I never did. I just called him out on his bullshit for 10 years. I mean, it is what it is. I used to be friends with Sean way back in the day. I even defended him, when trolls were coming after him, the whole, different, in 2011, 2012. And he thanked me for it. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. Next thing you know, I'm blocked by his then girlfriend, Lynn, on my old Metal God channel. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? Why did I get blocked? And then I find out that a fake Metal God channel said some shit about him. They thought it was me. And I go, I never said anything about you. And pretty much from there, I'm like, oh, you turned your back. I felt it as an insult. Like, I've defended you, and what thanks do I get? Blocked. So I'm like, well, fuck you then. I went on with my life. And that's it. And, pretty much his life went down the shitter that went. But, but I'm not going to get into the entire history of me and Sean. I mean, I made my apology video last year. And I said, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to even talk about you anymore. I don't care. I'm doing this for reference, by the way. But, because I mean, if Sean wants to do the same bullshit he's been doing since 2015, clickbaiting, and just making a mockery of himself and his channel, and just, not being real when he should be real, that's him. Whatever he does, that's on him. Okay? I don't clickbait, I don't do anything. I tell the truth, and I give my opinion on certain things. And if people don't like it, well, that's too bad. I always said my opinion pretty much matters let me rephrase that. My opinion matters to most people. Not everybody. But there are certain people, it matters way more than their opinion, because some of their opinions are just off the wall. I mean, I have a lot of opinions about the wonderful world of wrestling and sports. And we can butt heads here and there, but in the end, somehow we have to agree to disagree. I don't like to get the last word in. Sometimes, I mean, that's pretty much been my problem, lately with, not lately, but, through the years. But, I like to get the last word in. I'm like, you're an idiot. Well, you're a bigger idiot. One of those things, you're talking like you're in kindergarten, and he stole my pencil! I'm doing this in my 30s, and now I'm getting close to 50 now. But, pretty much, I'm done talking to fucking kids that are not men, basically. Little boys that are, they think they're men, but they're not. I'm done, I'm just done with that shit. Even on I got comments today on an old NXT review. I think I forgot what it was, last week. I think it was last week or two. People was like, oh, NXT isn't great. Their show sucked. I think it was the one before Battleground. Guys commented me up the wazoo, not up the wazoo, but, we're going to have a little back and forth little conversation about NXT. I was like, oh, the show wasn't great. NXT hasn't been great, all these people that go to the main roster, NXT is going to be gone in 5 years. I'm like, no. I'm like, what? I'm like, how can NXT be gone in 5 years when they're, pretty much, I hate using the term developmental system, but, look where NXT started. And look at them now. Yeah, they were bad. During the 2.0 era, I hated NXT. NXT was like, but they still were making stars like not even Adam Cole, but per se, but he had a great run at NXT. They Nakamura had to come over to the States because it was so big in Japan. Like, let's bring him over. And I think his NXT run was great. 2-time NXT champion. Then he goes to the main roster and has pretty much been... he had some spurts here and there. But now? What is he doing on SmackDown? We haven't seen him much. And every time we do see him, he's losing. I think the Cody feud, I thought was great on Raw. I thought it was great. The promos were great. Like Japanese-style promos that he would do in Japan. It was epic. The anime, some of them were great. And now he's on SmackDown doing the same basic thing, but right now he's in limbo. When are we going to see this guy again? I think creative, which is not being creative, as I always say, they got nothing for him. So he's just stuck in catering. He's probably hanging out in Japan. I don't know where he is right now, but... what's next for Nakamura these days? How about bring him back to NXT? It couldn't hurt. All these other people came back to NXT, they're putting over the stars of NXT now. Corbin. How bad? Everybody's saying, oh, Corbin sucks. Corbin was a beast in NXT. Came up to the main roster, and, the whole Lone Wolf gimmick wasn't really on point with the main roster. Wins Money in the Bank, and then... I think he was the first person to lose money, cash in and lose the Money in the Bank title shot and everything, besides Damian Sandow and, other people. But, then he kind of just went and became boring. The King Corbin gimmick was, Constable Corbin I thought was ridiculously dumb for him. And basically, he was in limbo too. And what happens? He goes to NXT. Had a great feud. What he had a feud with? I forgot who he had a feud with. But anyway, goes back to NXT. He teams up with Braun Breaker, who is now a mega star on Raw, I should say. Oh, it was SmackDown. He was on SmackDown, but they traded him. They traded him and anything. I thought that was a bad move from SmackDown. But anyway, he goes to Raw as like a freaking beast right now. Why? Because Baron Corbin put him over. And everything, they teamed up. Corbin was a star again in NXT. Tag Team Champion with Braun Breaker. And now, he's back on SmackDown. I think he's starting a thing with Legato. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Baron Corbin now, but we have to see what happens with that. But pretty much everybody that came up from NXT has been a star. Bayley, Sasha, Becky, Charlotte, Paige, even AJ Lee, partly in NXT, Alexa Bliss. I mean, the list goes on and on. And now you're having the main roster stars who are not really doing much coming down to NXT. Finn Balor went down to NXT for a little bit, came right back up. Natalya had that whole thing with Lola Vice, I think she had a thing with Roxy. I think the only people that have really, they went up to the main roster, they came back, now they're back again. DIY. Look at Gargano and Ciampa. They were so great in NXT. They come up, remember that whole thing, they signed 8 people, one of them was Malachi Black, and I think, was it Ryback? I forget. Ryback TV Boy, But Gargano and Ciampa came up, and they was oh, they're gonna be great on the main roster. Nope. That fizzled out real quick. Then they go back to NXT, had probably one of the best feuds I forgot what year it was. Had a great feud. And then pretty much Gargano was in NXT for another 3 years. And then Ciampa comes back, he wins the title. The whole thing with Malachi Black, notwithstanding. And then Andrade, who, even him, went up to the main roster, did great with Zelina Vega. And then, he teamed up with, I think, Angel Garza, and then, that fizzled out. Andrade goes to AEW, not much success there, but then, now he's back. He's the Speed Champion, which I think is a ridiculous title for him. I really thought that he was going to be in either Legato or the LWO. And now he's on a show that nobody even sees, which is Speed, which is, you have to see it on Peacock, which is, I think, ridiculously dumb. It's a worthless title. It's like the 24/7 title back in the day. Big deal, he beat Ricochet, and where's Ricochet now? Going to AEW. Is he going to have success there? I hope so, but I'd rather think going to Impact, just saying. Or go to Japan. They would love it. They loved him in Japan the first time. I think he teamed up with Matt Sydal, and they won the New Japan Tag Team belts. But, yeah, so to get into my point, me and this guy, had a back and forth. He had his own opinion. He's like, oh, NXT is not going to be around and fine, not going to be around because everybody's going to the main roster and they need to bring back guys like Ciampa and Gargano. I was like, alright, I agree with that. Yeah, Ciampa and Gargano are pretty much not doing anything. Probably will win the tag team belts, and then what happens after that? And I told this guy, I said, we should go back? The Yes Boys, Pretty Deadly. What are they doing on SmackDown? Nothing? Pretty much nothing. So I'm like, I think it was Glenn and Flobo, good buddies of mine, said, yeah, Pretty Deadly should go back to NXT. They're doing nothing right now. Oh yeah, we saw them at the pay-per-view at Clash of the Castle. Whoop-de-doo, because they're in England. Or Scotland, sorry. Which is still part of the United Kingdom. And even they had Cedric Alexander and Ashanti Adonis there. I was like, oh, remember these guys? They're still here on the roster. What are you doing with them, though? They're just jobbers. I hate saying that for Cedric Alexander, because he was a big-time guy in Ring of Honor. Oh, by the way, he was a Cruiserweight champ for a long time. Remember that whole thing? When he was a Cruiserweight champ and one of the greatest Cruiserweight champions back then. The 205 Live shit era. Ugh. And then you had guys like Austin Aries, Pac. Drake Maverick, Rockstar Spud, you know. Then you had Enzo. Ugh, don't get me... Enzo, you forget it. But, I mean... I would put Cedric Alexander and Ashanti Adonis back in NXT to get some seasoning. Because they're not doing anything. Same thing with the Yes Boys. I mean, they're just on SmackDown, hanging out in catering, going, when are we going to fight here? We're not on TV much. Bring him down to NXT. Put Nakamura down in NXT. He's not doing anything. Half the people that don't get a lot of TV time that are on the main rosters, I'm like, they go to work, like, oh, am I on the show tonight? No. Then what did I come here for? If I was somebody that was on the main roster, and I came up from NXT, and I was, I had a little success, and then, I'm on for like a month, and then next thing you know, I come to work, oh, we don't need you tonight. And I'm getting that every week for like a month, 2 months, 3 months. I'm like, what's going on here? You mean I have to go to like catering, creative, or I might have to go to Triple H. I have to, pick my britches up. It's like, hey Hunter, what the fuck here? I thought, your buddy Shawn Michaels, he had great things to say about me, and he's like, hey Hunter, check this kid out. Make him a star like I did in NXT. Hunter's like, alright, I'm gonna make you a star. You're gonna be on every week. Bullshit, Hunter. You're saying, I'm on for a month. The fans love me, and then 3 months later, like, where the hell did he go? And then you look at social media, it's like, where the fuck is Peter Gilmore for 3 months? Every fucking tweet. They're doing videos on YouTube. Or whatever. Like, what happened to Peter Gilmore? He was such a hot guy for 3 months. And then people, the journalists come up to you like, oh, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. I know, I thought I was doing pretty good. The fans loved me. Merch is going up the roof. 3 months of greatness, and I'm like, I'm sitting in catering, like I'm eating a juicy steak that Titus O'Neil made. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I'm like, you're trying to get, it's like, get some TV time. It's like, hey, put me in a match for fucking crying out loud. And you go, I'm happy sitting home, but I'm not getting a paycheck. I mean, I'm still under contract. I have to get paid. But I'm not on TV so people can see me and I can get into a good storyline with somebody like Seth freaking Rollins or somebody like that, or Roman, whoever never know, but I'm just like sitting at home waiting for the phone to ring and like, hey, we could use you on Raw tonight. Or SmackDown. Or, I have an idea. I'm like, oh yeah, here's an idea, put me on fucking TV, or send me back to NXT, click. Then you wait another month or two, and then, Shawn Michaels calls, like, he's like, well, we missed you here in NXT, we're gonna give you a nice 6-month run, we're gonna give you the belt. I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. You have a nice 6-month run, I win the belt. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, you go to Shawn after 6 months, and like, and maybe Nick, cut, man, like, hey, can I go back up now? They love me here in NXT. Then, you get a little call from Hunter, like, okay, we see you're doing good in NXT, you won the belt, but you hold it for 6 months, how about you come back to Raw or SmackDown, And I'm like, how about no? No, you're gonna fuck my career up again, Hunter? I don't know! We're gonna make you a star, we're gonna give you a monster push, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, probably out the door. Next thing you know, you're out the door. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, thank you for loving my impression of Triple H the Game. But it is what it is. But I agreed with what this guy had to say, some of it. So I didn't go back and forth like, oh, your opinion sucks. Like, what are you talking about? Like, some of these people that leave me comments, it's like, oh, you know, your opinion is, what are you talking about? Like, you're just like, you don't see through the fine print. Like, you don't understand the storyline. I'm like, I do understand the storyline. This is my opinion about it. I'm like, oh, you don't know nothing. You're a mark. No, I'm a fan. I'm not a mark. I've been watching wrestling since I was a little bitty hosted dude. 1979, all the way up to 2024. You know how long that is? Do the math. Freaking tell me how to freaking tell me my opinion sucks. You might not agree with it, but you're gonna learn to respect it. Simple as that. You don't like my opinion, I mean, that's fine. I don't care. But you're not gonna go back and forth with me. Oh, and then you're telling me some ridiculous fucking opinion. I'm like, no, dude, no. NXT's gonna be gone in 5 years. I'm like, no. They don't make stars. You're gonna tell me they don't make stars? Like, Trick Williams ain't a star. Mello was not a star. Yeah, he sucks on SmackDown right now, but, you know, he's getting to a feud with Eli Drake. I mean, he's gonna get him anywhere? I don't know. I don't know. Tiffany Stratton is doing great on SmackDown. Future women's champion, future women's tag team champion. Oh, there's a spoiler. Yeah, Isla Dawn and freaking Alba Fire shocked the world and won the tag team belts yesterday at Clash of the Castle. Nobody saw that coming. I wanted them to become tag team champions. Even when they were NXT champions, they had the belt, I think, like once. And then just they had nothing for them after that. I was like, oh, send them back to NXT. Maybe they can win some singles titles. Or just do something in NXT. And now that the champs, probably gonna lose it Friday. I think that there's a tag team title rematch with Bianca and Jade. I'm like, God forbid Jade and Bianca win. I'm like, why did you give them the belts then? Oh, because they're from Scotland? That's a stupid reason to have to drop the belts after that. Come on now. Let them cook a little bit. Hold it for like a month. Then lose it to... I don't know. Well, I think, really, they should lose it to... If you've been following the storyline, if you've been following SmackDown lately, haven't you seen Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton, who are real-life friends, away from SmackDown? They're real-life friends. They've been interacting lately, the last couple weeks. Tag team? Tag team titles? I should be booking the show. No, I'm gonna clip that. Sorry, I'm sorry. But yeah, I could book SmackDown if I wanted to. But it is what it is. But I do see some points that people make. It's like, yeah, these guys should go to NXT because they're not doing anything on Raw. But then you're gonna tell me that NXT is gonna be bad in like 5 years? I'm like, I highly doubt that. Why do you think they're hiring all these NIL people? Next in line people. That's what NIL means. Because what they're trying to do with these college... I don't like the college athletes. I don't know why they're hiring them. I'd rather just go with some people from the independent circuit. Especially here in New York, there's a lot of talent. I'm just saying. I could name some people off. Darius Carter, TJ Marconi, a certain guy like that looks like this. Osito. I mean, there's a lot of New York talent in the indie circuit from New Jersey too. That would be great for NXT and any other promotion, really. I think Darius Carter would be great for WWE. He has that Triple H back, New Canaan, Connecticut, because he's from New Canaan, Connecticut. He would be great for WWE. He has a monster heel. He just has that heel. He doesn't give a fuck. Good on the mic, good in the ring. I think he would do well in NXT. TJ Marconi, he has that Tony D-like persona, because he's Italian, of course. But, you could sign TJ Marconi to NXT and you have him like a big-ass bodyguard to Tony D. You don't need Stacks. You don't need Luca Crucifino, the fake attorney. You can keep Rizzo. I'm okay with that, but how about having a guy like TJ Marconi, who is the new champion of a certain company in New York. Not gonna say which one, because that's a lot. But anyway, I would have him be with Tony D. Have that nice Italian connection. So instead of WWE looking at these college people who barely can wrestle. Look on the independent scene, especially here in New York and New Jersey. And you look at the women. I can name a few people. Angel Metro. Just saying. There's a few others that have come down the pipe in the New York wrestling scene. I'm just saying. There's nothing wrong with hiring people from college, but they gotta wrestle here. If you just bring this some cheerleader that a great cheerleader or a fitness model, Trish Stratus, anyone, but at least Trish Stratus can fucking wrestle, and she looks great. I'm just saying, but really, can you find some independent talent instead of just hiring these? I don't know who these people are. Some of them look good. Maybe we'll see them on TV one day, on NXT TV. They just sign them and we don't see them. What did you sign them for? Oh, we're gonna sign you, but we'll never use you. You're just gonna train in a fucking performance center for the rest of your fucking career. I'm like, why am I here? Oh yeah, I'm training under Bill DeMott or Albert or whatever. And then, maybe you'll be good enough, tough enough, pun intended, to beat, it's like, hey, you're doing so good, maybe we're gonna put you on TV and see how you do. You good? Good. You not? You'll probably be on NXT Level Up. The highest you go is NXT Level Up, which is not even on TV either. You don't want to be on TV, you're stuck. And even the main roster people go to NXT Level Up. They're putting these noobs over. It's just insane. It is freaking insane. But yeah, I get the point. I get the point that you're trying to make. Okay, so when I say my opinion matters the most, you gotta give me some type of reason to like your opinion. Because if you just go out of your gourd and tell me Roman's 3-year title reign meant nothing because he only wrestled 5 times a year. Okay, so you're gonna tell me you're pissed off that Roman defended the belt 5 times last year, and you're not gonna go cumulatively with his 1,317-day reign? You're just gonna say, oh, last year he was barely on TV and he only defended the belt 5 times. People just don't like the product. If you don't like the product, then just change the channel. Simple as that. I don't like Roman. Well, Roman don't like you either. lot of wrestlers in wrestling, but I mean, I'm gonna watch the product, and I'm like, yeah, this guy, I hate this guy, like William Yuta. But you know, as much as I hate the guy, you know, as much as I hate the guy, he's a decent wrestler, decent at best. And I don't hate the guy as a person, I just don't like his character. He's just boring at times, he's just like there. If he had some more seasoning and some like actual talent, then I'd give him some credit. You know, we make fun of William Yuta, I mean, he was out for 5 months and Tony Khan didn't strip him of the fucking Ring of Honor Pure title. For what? Why didn't you do that? And now he's back. When is he gonna defend that Ring of Honor Pure title? I mean, just sitting home, I'm gonna shine my belt up. Sit at home because I had a major concussion. And he comes back, I'm like, okay, why didn't you, in that whole 5 months, you could have had a pure championship tournament and put the belt on somebody else. Like Shibata, even though he had the belt. Give it to somebody else, and then maybe when William Yuta is good enough to come back, then maybe you can have a match with William Yuta, and he can get the belt back that he really never lost. I mean, smart booking! But Tony Khan's not a smart man at times. He can't book Ring of Honor for fucking shit. He can't. Why did you buy the company? Oh, because I was a fan of Ring of Honor and I didn't want to see it die. Yeah, the pay-per-views are good. They're good. Final Battle 2022, anyone? That was good. Briscoe's FTR was great. It was great. Last year's Final Battle, not so much. Supercard of Honor this year, decent. Not great, decent. I mean, we'll see what happens at Death Before Dishonor next month. But right now, the storylines are just fucking shit. And every time you put on Ring of Honor TV, you see a goddamn Proving Ground match. Every fucking week. Why? And you barely get a fucking title match. Last week, we had finally not finally, should I say, but we finally, let me stop saying finally. We had a World TV title match with Kyle Fletcher. He won, obviously. But all these people that in Ring of Honor, they don't defend the belts on TV. They're sitting at home, holding the belts for like 100, 200, if you're Athena, 575, getting close to 600 days. Nobody can beat her. I'm like, who are they gonna build up to beat her? Queen Aminata? Maybe. But then, as soon as Athena is done being the champ, whether she drops the belt like Samoa Joe did with a TV title, which I thought was dumb, but at least he won the AEW title from MJF. I thought that was good, but then he lost it to Swerve. But still, when Athena loses that Ring of Honor Women's Championship to either Queen Aminata or who knows who, what happens with that? What happens? Oh, that's right. Oh, we're just gonna give Queen Aminata the belt, and she's gonna hold it for like a year, and no challengers. Oh, that's Abaddon, by the way. She should be women's champion for, like, life, but just saying. But, I mean, Ring of Honor is just like an indie show gone wrong. I mean, when you go to an indie show, especially here in New York, you get to see title matches. I mean, there's some storyline behind it, not much, but still. But you look at Ring of Honor, and you get all these goddamn fucking Proving Ground matches, you're like, what are they doing with the title belts? Anyone? William Yuta comes back. 5 months. They don't strip him of the belt. They don't have no tournament because Tony Khan loves tournaments. He's back. When is he going to defend the Ring of Honor Pure title? And against who, too? Who's he going to lose it to? He's held the belt for fucking 5 months. 6 months almost. That's like almost 200 days. The last time he actually defended was January before he got hurt. It makes no sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I mean, you look at the Kingdom. I'm Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. They won the belts, right? I think from I forget who they beat. I think they beat MJF. I forget who they beat. Anyway, doesn't matter. Right? They win the belts again. But when they were champions in the Kingdom back in the Ring of Honor a few years ago, they were like, every time you see them, they were defending the belts. Most of the time. Now, when was the last time you saw the Kingdom defend the Ring of Honor tag team belts? Can anybody tell me? Bueller? Never. They were on this week's show, Proving Ground match. Why? I don't understand that. I don't understand. Athena, Proving Ground matches. She hasn't had a TV, a match for the title on TV in maybe a month or two. I could be wrong on that, but anyway. Same thing with Billie Starkz, the women's TV champion. I know they're setting up her and Red Velvet at Death Before Dishonor. Same thing with Athena and Queen Aminata. Maybe there's going to be title changes. I don't know. I hope not. But well, for Billie Stark's sake, I hope not. But Athena, I think it's time to drop it. Because I don't think... I mean, if you make Athena like Roman and holding it for 3 years... I mean, you could get some bitch off the street, teach her how to wrestle, and she beats freaking Athena. I mean, come on now. Why can't they just bring some of the women from AEW down the Ring of Honor and have a competitive match with Athena? Not to say anything bad about Queen Aminata. Nothing bad about that. She's on a roll as of late. But what happens if she loses? Who's the next one in line? Why can't they have Thunder Rosa come down to Ring of Honor for a little bit? Or Deonna Purrazzo, she was in Ring of Honor, former Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Why can't they bring Abbott on to Ring of Honor? I mean, she has been on Ring of Honor TV for a little bit, here and there. I mean, they can't bring Toni Storm, I know that, but how about bring down Mariah May, Harley Cameron? I hate to say Paige, but bring Paige down for like a little feud with Athena or Billie Starkz. Maybe the Native Beast, Nyla Rose. By the way, 3-time indie champion, women's indie champion here in New York, 3 times. You know, why can't you have her become the champion there? I mean, how about bring Serena Deeb down the Ring of Honor? I mean, you have all these women on the roster. Most of them are doing nothing. They have to cater to the big people like Mercedes Moné. They have to Toni Storm. You know, a little bit of Mariah May, Thunder Rosa here and there. You know, all the women are just sitting at home doing nothing besides banging their boyfriends or girlfriends. Nothing wrong with that. You know, but they're just sitting at home. I mean, Athena's just sitting at home like twiddling her thumbs. When is my next actual challenger going to be? Besides Queen Aminata. What's next? Billie Starkz, the same thing. After I beat Red Velvet, who's next? And then you go to the world champion, Mark fucking Briscoe. The funky chicken himself. Wins the belt. Does it for the man up there. You great man, Jay Briscoe. Reach for the sky, boy. He wins the belt. Hasn't defended the belt yet. He's held the belt for 2 months. Who's next in line? I thought it would have been Malachi Black and the House of Black. Remember that had that whole fucking feud? He's in between this now. He was in the whole thing with Edge. I'm like, how about Buddy Murphy going to Ring of Honor and Mark Briscoe defends the belt against Buddy Murphy or Malachi Black or Brody King, or even if he defends it on Dynamite, Collision, and Rampage. 2 months, no fucking challenger. He's not even on. He's not barely on. Not even barely. He's not even on the TV show, and he's your world champion. What is wrong with Ring of Honor? That's why I call it Ring of Horror. This is horrible. It is fucking horrible for a fucking promotion that I've been a fan of since 2006. We're in 2024, 18 years. Not the same Ring of Honor that had Kevin Steen, El Generico, Sami Zayn, don't talk about Generico here, Chris fucking Hero, Claudio Castagnoli, Eddie Kingston, Homicide, Joe Punk, Raven, Adam Cole, baby, the Bucks. The list goes on and on and on. But now you look at Ring of Honor, it's like, what is this? You should have died in 2020, the final show. We should have died in 2019 if you think about it. Because 2020 was the pandemic year when they had the show in the bubble in Baltimore. And then Tony Khan buys the company. And pretty much, like I said, pay-per-views wise, good. But TV show wise, no. And he's a bad booker of Ring of Honor. Bad. You shouldn't even be head booker. Bring somebody in. Bring somebody in. Daniels, like an OG, like Daniels. Or maybe, no, I say Adam Cole, but maybe not. Somebody from the old school, like Daniels. I mean, you have freaking Jerry Lynn. Can he do something booking-wise? I don't know. You need a booker. Like Delirious. He was a good booker in Ring of Honor. He was great. Where is he now? Baggy Man in the Young. Oh, sorry about that. No, Pizza Beach. Well, you have your Princess Peach now there, Delirious. You have a nice hot piece of Coney Island Brooklyn Ace in Mandalorian. You lucky bastard. What if he has the mask on when he fucks her? Don't answer that. Don't answer that! I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah. Ring of Honor is horrible right now. Ring of Horror. I mean, you have an OG ref in freaking Paul Turner. What fucking... I mean, you look in the lore of Ring of Honor, you have Todd Sinclair. When they had the reboot of Ring of Honor, where was he? I still don't understand that. Where was Todd Sinclair? Did he say, oh, Tony Khan's buying the company, I'm not gonna do it anymore? Maybe he retired, I don't know. Rose has been asking me that for years. Like, where the fuck is, how's my friend Todd Sinclair doing? Oh, you mean you love her, right? She loves Sinclair. She loves him more than fucking Truth Martini. Remember that guy? He has his own school now. Which has been successful. Not many people come from that school. Just saying. But anyway, yeah, I'm like, where's Todd Sinclair? That's your senior referee. Now you have all these referees. I mean, like, who are these referees? Besides, like, Mark Posey. And then you have Stefan doing both, like, 4 shows. Aubrey's not even on Ring of Honor. Thank the Lord for that. Nothing bad to say about Aubrey Edwards. I know a lot of people hate her. And her mannerisms in the ring. But still, I mean, the same. But would you have Aubrey Edwards in Ring of Honor? I would. But yeah, Ring of Honor is just horrible right now. I can't watch it sometimes. I can't. It's hard to get through. It's like Impact from like circa 2016. When everyone was like, oh, fuck this show, man. Fuck this promotion. Can it just die? Look where TNA is now. Back like 8 years ago. When it was like, oh, we want TNA to die. Please just die. You know, Dixie Carter almost ran it into the ground. Really, Hogan and Bischoff. But Dixie Carter, honey, you know, basically ran TNA into the ground. And if it wasn't for Billy Corgan and Anthem Sports, bye-bye, so long, farewell to TNA, and it would have been acquired by, well, they would have been acquired by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Thankfully, you know, he's gone from WWE now, and now that TNA and WWE kind of have a little, Thank you, Hunter. Sucks that Scott D'Amore ain't there. Fuck you, Anthem. Fuck you. Oh, there's a rumor going around that Scott D'Amore might be joining AEW. Even Jim Ross said on his podcast, "Now back on Scott D'Amore, he gotta be in AEW, back on." You know? Scott D'Amore would be perfect for AEW. With his mind and everything. He was a great booker in TNA. He ran TNA. It was like, wow, what is this? What was this like years ago? Scott D'Amore's mind, he's a creative genius almost. Not Paul Heyman level, but TNA's just, I wish he had more ratings and a better TV network. Not saying anything bad about Access TV. But nobody really has Access TV unless you have Dish. Or you watch it on TNA Plus. Where most of their events are. The big time pay-per-views, you got like Slammiversary next month. But they got like Emergence in August. Like, I think it's like right before All Out. And they got Victory Road in September. And October is Bound for Glory, which is their WrestleMania. And then November, they're going to have an event. December, they're going to have an event, which is their final event of the year, but not televised on pay-per-view. Unless I could be wrong on that, but, you know. But probably after Bound for Glory, the next major pay-per-view is going to be Hard to Kill 2025. And right now, they got a guy from Anthem who's basically running the company right now, which is sad. Is Anthem gonna hold on to TNA? I hope. I would hate for TNA to be gone in 5 years. I would hate it. Because they're on a roll right now. To be honest with you, their program is great now. I wish it would get off Access TV and get on a major TV network. But where would you put it? That's the question. FX! Just saying. Oh, or bring them back on Pop. Everybody's got Pop. Pop! They did great on Pop. Even on Spike TV, which is not even Spike TV no more. I think it's Paramount now. I don't know if Paramount will want that, but anyway. I would put them back on Pop. They did not great ratings, but they did pretty well in the Pop era. We'll put them on FX, a channel that everybody gets. Because, like I said, not a lot of people get fucking Access TV. A lot of people get Pop now. This is on Optimum and pretty much almost everywhere. I mean, when they went to Pursuit, and I'm like, what the fuck is Pursuit? We can't find it. Dish, they didn't have it on Dish. Which is, like, okay, what's going on here? Why can't I find Pursuit? Oh, you gotta buy it. Fuck that. I could have 250 channels. I still won't even get Pursuit. I'm like, come on now. What the fuck? Then they went to Destination America. Ring of Honor even went there. Their ring stunk. That was bad. And now Ring of Honor was on HD Net. I didn't like that at all. Now Ring of Honor, you have to be a member. Oh, but unlike me, I get it for free, so care less. But can't watch Ring of Honor on TV because I don't have a major TV deal. I thought that freaking when Tony Khan bought the product, I'm like, oh, we're gonna have Ring of Honor on a major network like TBS or TNT. No, we got Rampage. Rampage should be fucking 2 hours. And I'm not saying the whole show being 2 hours of Rampage. First hour should be Ring of Honor. Second hour, then you put Rampage there. Put it at 11 o'clock on Friday. I know it's a bad time. But hear me out. Ring of Honor at 10 o'clock. In the Rampage slot. Then Rampage at 11. Oh, but what about Battle of the Belts? Put it on Saturday. You don't have to put it on Friday night and make Rampage live. I mean, it's great, but still. That would be a problem, but I think I would put Battle of Belts somewhere in between Collision. Or just make it part of Collision. Not a separate show like Clash of the Champions was. I mean, that's what basically Battle of the Belts is, Clash of the Champions. But still, I don't even know what the next one is, actually. I don't even know what number is up to, 11? 12 now? When is it coming back? I don't know. But, yeah. But Ring of Honor is just right now. So, if somebody came up to me, I'm on a TNA Ring of Honor review, and say, Ring of Honor sucks! I'm like, yeah, you're damn right it does. I would say, yep, I agree. But then they come out and like, oh, they don't make stars. I'm like, what are you talking about? No stars? I mean, you call him Mark Briscoe not a star? He's your champion and you call him not a star. I'm like, what? What logic is that? Mark Briscoe is not a star? And he's the champion of the promotion? How can you call him, I can call him, he's not a star, he's not relevant or some shit like that. I'm like, that's a stupid analogy. Not analogy. That's a stupid assumption. And you know what happens when you assume? Ring of Honor has some stars. They do. Whether you like it or not, they have some stars there. But we're saying Tony Khan cannot book it. We don't see title matches on the program. We have to wait to the pay-per-view, which is like 3-4 months out. Supercard was in April. The next pay-per-view is in July. What's the one after that? Oh, I don't know. Probably Final Battle. We have to go from basically July to December. Nothing in between. I mean, back in the day, you had like events like Manhattan Mayhem 8 or something like that. In between getting into like pay-per-views like Death Before Dishonor, Glory by Honor. We haven't seen one of those in a long time. All-Star Extravaganza. And then you had November was Survival of the Fittest, which I thought was great. Don't have that no more. That tournament was great. The winner of the tournament gets a world title shot at Final Battle. You don't get that no more. We have to have these proving ground matches or eliminator matches, which I think is retarded. You know, most of the time they're not going to win. I mean, we're going to have one. We're having, one this week with the Bucks and the Acclaim for the tag team. To see if the Acclaim get a tag team title shot. Maybe they might get, I don't know. And then Okada is going to have an eliminator match. I guess I don't even know who. When is it? I don't even know. Maybe it'll be Rampage or Collision this week. I don't know. But Okada should be facing somebody from New Japan. Who? I don't know. Tanahashi. Oh, that would be great. Not that Tanahashi needs the Continental Breakfast title. But, I mean, the Bucks gotta be a Forbidden Door, but would you want to see them against the Acclaimed? No. Put them up against the tag team champions in New Japan. Or New Japan Strong. It's TMDK. Put them up against those guys. They were on freaking Collision last night. Bucks and TMDK would be fucking epic, I think. Not just some random tag team in New Japan. Not even Bushi. Well, maybe Bushi and Hiromu Takahashi. I would actually enjoy it. By the way, they're the 6-man tag team champions along with Shingo. Shingo's gonna be in the fucking tournament, the Owen Hart Cup tournament, along with Shota Umino. Oh, not that they're gonna win. I just found out Takeshita's gonna be in the G1. Oh, if he don't win that, I don't think he may win it, may or may not win it, but I would put him as a good favorite to win that, but I don't know if he's gonna win it though. And the G1's coming up in a couple weeks, actually. That's my favorite tournament of all time. The G1, nothing compares to it. It's long, but it's exciting. Every night is exciting matches. And then the finals and the semifinals have been great. And the winner gets a title shot at Wrestle Kingdom. I just can't wait for the G1. It's just gonna be great. Alright, I talked for an hour about random stuff. And I haven't even got to what I wanted to really talk about. But you watching anyway? I'm just rambling. I would put this on my rant channel, but I'm not. I ranted so much about Ring of Honor. It's insane. And about, me and a lovely YouTuber just going back and forth with NXT, and I had like 7 comments back and forth. I'm like, okay, okay, I understand your opinion. I might not like it, but here's my opinion. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. This is what I think. I've been watching wrestling way more than you motherfuckers have. 79. My friend, 79. Not 69, it's 79. But 79 and 69, you have to add 10. Anyway. I know one thing about... No, Mike, not now. Why? I just wanted to say 69. Yeah, you know about 69, right there, Mike? Yeah, I got like 69 wins in Ring of Honor. But you were never in Ring of Honor. I mean, I'm in ECW. Oh, by the way, I did see that I watched the ECW bio. It was pretty good. You were in there for like a fraction of it. Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't know why they put me on for 5 fucking seconds. Because I was awesome in ECW. It was freaking awesome. Yeah, I saw it when they showed a part where you threw that guy that you hate. Yeah, I fucking hate that guy. Okay, Mike, calm down. Calm down. I know. I hate him too. Yeah, but yeah, they show Mike Awesome for like near the end of the fucking thing, and the whole thing was just basically Paul Heyman, mostly, and they had a few other guys like Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon, besides Heyman, of course. A little bit of Tommy Dreamer, Sandman, Joey Styles for a brief period. Becky Lynch was on it. Like, what the fuck is Becky Lynch here for? You were never in ECW. What are you talking about it for? Shawn Michaels is on it. I'm like, okay. Right? It was like random. It was like that. Like, why are you there? I mean, it was good. It was like 1 hour though. You can't put that in the birth of ECW, and then you didn't say anything about the end of ECW much. I mean, kind of did, and then they bring up a little bit of the 2005 invasion, which led to One Night Stand. Not much of it though. It was like, I'm like, you had to put that. I mean, first of all, why did you make it a biography anyway? I could have just watched the rise and fall of ECW on DVD. That explains itself. Biography of ECW. I mean, that's like a lifetime. 1 hour. I mean, next week we're gonna have RVD. I don't know how long that's gonna be. Probably be an hour too, because really you have to go from like his time in ECW all the way through his WWE days. I don't know if they're gonna they can't bring up TNA, obviously. Well, maybe they could now. They could. You know, when he was TNA champion for a brief period, goes back to WWE. Maybe they should show the Hall of Fame thing. Maybe they'll show, you know, Katie Forbes' hot ass. But, you know, I doubt that. But, that's it. That's pretty much RVD. And you're going to hear from Paul Heyman. Maybe Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon, Dreamer, Sam. I don't know about Sandman, but, you know, the guys that were in ECW with him. So, it would be a fun episode, but I'm actually watching now. I'm actually watching the end of now A&E's actually getting smart, putting some metal stuff in there now. Now I'm watching the 2 hours of biography Bret Michaels. Very sad stuff. They were talking about his aneurysm, and then he was on the Celebrity Apprentice, Rock of Love, good stuff. Next week is a doubleheader with Alice Cooper and Dee Snider of Twisted Sister. That's gonna be epic. So A&E's gotta get into the rock/metal realm. Thank the Lord. We can watch it on Reels. There's another not a music channel per se, but I think it's Reels. They used to have it on Access. They used to have a lot of, I don't know if they still do it, but a lot of concerts and shit. It is what it is. But we get that. But anyway, like I said, with going back to my NXT point, well, not even a point, but, you know, rambling, whatever it may be. Yeah. But like I said, you can have a great opinion, and I go back and forth with you about you can have your own opinion, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I agree with you on certain points of your opinion, but this is my opinion. Oh no, that's not gonna work. I'm like, how is it not gonna work? I think it could work. No. Tell me why then. I don't think it works because your opinion sucks. That's retarded. You gotta come back with, a counterpoint. But just like, you see this on YouTube, you're like, or on social media, these people are like, they give their opinion. Another person's like, you fucking suck! Your opinion sucks! Why does it suck then? Tell me why. And then they give you some dumb reason. I'm I think this would work. I'm like, okay, there's a certain minute point there, but you just come off the wall and you don't know anything about wrestling, and you've been watching wrestling for like 5 years, and you're like, you don't go way back like I do, because I'm old school and old school is cool. Then I'm like, I'm just talking to a fucking child. I want to talk to actual fucking wrestling fans that know a thing or two about wrestling. Like, I talk to Joe Cronin a lot. Not a lot, as I use much, but, I'll go in this chat every so often, and I'm like, hey, this is my opinion on the thing. I'll leave a comment here and there, about my opinion of the show, besides the show, of some of the topics he talks about. The same thing with Issa when I'm in her chat. I'll have an opinion, somebody will just say, that's great idea. And then they're like, what? They do the old CM Punk. By the way, fuck CM Punk. But in any case, we get that. But like I said, some people are entitled to their opinions. But please, for the love of God, if you don't like somebody's opinion, just let it go. If you don't like my opinion, that's fine. But tell me why my opinion is not up to your standards or whatever it may be. I'm not gonna fight and go back and forth for fucking 30 days, for a month, about the same fucking, my comment in the comment section. On a wrestling video or a music video. I've gone to war about In This Moment with people on Facebook and even on YouTube, and it's just like, they suck, they don't sell any records, oh. I have to school these motherfuckers. Why? Because, one, I grew up in the 80s, well, I grew up in 76, I was born in 76, grew up through the 80s, I know a lot about metal. I don't have to debate people because I'm like, what's there to debate? What is there to debate? Especially in wrestling, too. What is there to debate? This is like one person's opinion versus another person's opinion. Like, oh, you roasted him in that fucking debate. Like, yeah, he had some good points. I had some good points. You just can't roast me like, oh, you lost. Like, I didn't. How did I lose? The only reason I lost because maybe his opinion was a little bit better than mine. But I had some good points. Same thing with metal. Same thing with music. I would just throw my history at them. And they just can't come back with it. Can't come back with anything. All these people say In This Moment sucks. No, they don't suck. Some of the albums, I might have a little agreement with some certain albums like Ritual and The Dream, but other than that, just random dumb fucking arguments. Maria can't sing live. That's a lie. Not as great as the live, not the live version. Her singing live is not like her singing on the albums and everything. But she puts on a show. Doesn't scream a lot. Back in the day, she was screaming her ass off. And looked good doing it. Now she's like every 5 seconds, it's a freaking wardrobe change. A lot of people don't like it. I personally don't care. I just came to see the show. I want to hear the music. It's all about the music. Rosa hates it. Hates Maria Brink's freaking image now. Cause, she saw her. She didn't see her back in the day. When I first met her, I took her to In This Moment, 2008. And she was like, oh, this is great. She loves it. Beautiful Tragedy is one of her favorite songs. She loves Sex Metal Barbie. She loves, there's a couple other songs she likes. Blood. She likes horror. Not for the reason that horror is not about being a whore. She loves Sex Metal Barbie. She loves Big Bad Wolf. There's a couple of songs even on Stone Cold Wasteland she loves. Like, besides Iron Army. She loves the Gun Show. But pretty much after, I think right around the time she was just changing, she was like, I can't get into this. I'm like, okay, that's your opinion, but still. It's like, yeah, I would love for them to go back to the first album. Like the way Maria dressed back in the day. But, they're evolving. Maria's gonna be 47 years old this year. She still looks hot, but still. I let her listen to freaking Ritual when it came out. You're like, I showed her a couple of the Old Lord video. I showed her Roots. She was like, okay, this good video, but like, what is she doing here? Wasn't a big fan of Mother. God Mode, she's starting to like God Mode. I showed her the Purge video. She was like, oh my God. Say, oh, I like the crown she's wearing. I like how she looks. Yeah, but then you hate everything else. So, you know, I have to fight sometimes with Rosa about in this moment sometimes. I'm not gonna like, oh, you're fucking shit! You know. She has her own opinion about Maria and the band. You know? She has her own opinion about wrestling, too, which is, oddly enough, weird. I'm like, and I go, you have all these opinions, why don't you do a YouTube show? I don't want to do it. Imagine she was on YouTube doing wrestling videos. Bet you she had more subs than me. That would be really bad for looking for me. Having your girlfriend have more subs than you do. And get more views than you do. Not with a sex appeal vibe, but, you know. Like somebody like Issa would have, you know, but... Very knowledgeable, but, I mean, people, like, come to her freaking channel just to see what what she's wearing. You want to see what she's wearing or not wearing, go to her OnlyFans channel. But, in any case, that's free publicity, I'm sorry. But, in any case, I just want to talk to wrestling fans and not have to go back and forth with fucking children that have really dumb ideas. That's that. Alright. Oh, an hour and 17 minutes just rambling about that and other things. I just want to... Okay, the second part of this video, I want to talk about Clash of the Castle. Decent pay-per-view. Nothing great. So I'm going to run down a little bit of what I found good, what I found bad. Alright, so let's start with Cody versus AJ. First of all, what the fuck was wrong with the ropes? You know, you have this great ring crew, supposedly. They set up the ring every fucking night. And you think nothing bad's gonna happen. But if you notice during the match, right before Cody came out, the referee goes to AJ and he goes, the ropes are a little bit loose here. So why didn't... If I was AJ, I'm like, hold on a minute. I would have said, hold on a minute. I mean, I don't want to get hurt here. Can we get the ring crew out to tighten the ropes up a little bit? Tighten the ring up a little bit? Because we saw a lot of botching. This felt like somebody in Issa's chat said botch at the castle. That's what it was. I mean, Jade botched on the top rope. I think that's why they went with Isla Dawn and Isla Dawn and Alba Fire to win the belts. I didn't think they were going to win the belts because of that. I thought at the time it's the Scottish factor. Because they're both of them are from Scotland. Hometown girls win the belts. Great moment. But then I'm hearing about the ropes being all loose. I'm like, You have to think about it, like, okay, is that the reason why they won the women's tag team belts? And then you had a couple of botches in the AJ Cody match. And then, Poppy Priest almost freaking shattered his leg. He could have had a very serious leg injury. Because his leg caught the rope. And, when you saw that, everyone was like, ah! Everybody was cringing. Because they thought Poppy Priest, blew out his knee. I mean, his leg looked like, he could have been really bad. Could have blown his leg. Could have got, seriously hurt. And why? Because the fucking ring crew can't do their fucking job. There could have been lawsuits and, forget it. But thankfully, nobody got hurt, or even seriously hurt. But it was just botch central. Do better, ring crew. Do better. But anyway, AJ and Cody, it was a good match up until the fucking ending. where AJ cuffed Cody, and eventually Cody got out of the cuffs, and then he cuffs AJ to the ropes, starts unloading on him with a chair. AJ ain't quitting. Then he brings the ring steps in, threatens to use them on AJ, and AJ's like, I quit! I'm like, what the fuck was that? What? That's how it ends? Because fucking poor little pussy AJ got a little scaredy from the fucking ring steps? Come on. And then after the match, fucking Cody goes to his mom, like, should I do it? And his fucking mom's like, do it! Do it again. And he rams the fucking steps into AJ anyway. I thought that was retarded, that ending. Stupid ending. But you know Cody was gonna win. It was like maybe this much of a chance that AJ was gonna make Cody quit, which would have made a lot of people happy. But anyway, Cody wins, and then as he's going to the back, he runs a solo Mibuki Sokoa comes out, and then they have a stare down. I'm like, next feud maybe? At maybe Money in the Bank, we have Cody versus Solo Mibuki. But you know how that's gonna end. Maybe with a certain guy named Roman coming. But anyway. He comes out, and then the Guerrillas of Destiny come out, big time beatdown, and then Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, as well as Voice, they come out for the save. Oh, that's right, 6-man tag team match on SmackDown. You saw that coming a mile away. But anyway. But still, good match, bad fucking ending. Alright. Then we had East of Dawn and Alba Fire become the new women's tag team champions. Didn't have that on my scorecard. But, they get the win. They get that big moment in Scotland. I think there's supposed to be a women's tag team title match on SmackDown. Even though they're on Raw. So maybe tomorrow night, I don't know. But I have this feeling that it's not, they're going to hold the belts for like 2 days. But I hope that, that Jade and Bianca start planting the seeds to their feud in a big time match at SummerSlam. I start really having, Bianca like, you were up there, what happened? Well, it happens. You gotta be smart. And then Jay's like, excuse me? Tell me to do what I gotta do? Fuck you, bitch. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Nice little touch. They got flowers, a bouquet of flowers at the end of the match. When they won. Alright, got that. Chad Gable and Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. I really wanted Gable to win. And what did they do? They give the fucking belt back to... Well, they didn't get the belt back to Sami. Sami retained. Dumb. Maxine Dupree came out looking... Oh my gosh, she looks so hot. That was Ozawa. I was like, where the fuck was Tozawa? Maybe his passport didn't go through. I don't know. But anyway, Sami retains the title after they were on the outside and beating each other up. And then Gable kind of clips. I think he was trying to clip Sami, but accidentally clipped Maxine Dupree. And then Otis is like, Gable's got him on the ropes and everything, and he's telling Otis to hit him and everything. Otis is like, can't do it. And then he's worried about Maxine Dupree, so he picks up Maxine Dupree, carries her to the back. Gable's like, what the fuck are you doing? Turns his back, hell of a kick, 1, 2, 3, Sami retains. And then he's like, oh, the champ. Gable looks like he's pissed. And oh boy, he is going to be pissed tomorrow night on Raw. He's not the only one that will be pissed. But I really wanted Gable to win. Now I'm thinking he's going to somehow screw Sami in Toronto. Not Montreal, but Toronto. So if Sammy's gonna get screwed in his home country, Gable's gonna finally become the Intercontinental Champion. When everybody thought that Sami Zayn was gonna win the freaking Money in the Bank briefcase this year. Probably not. I don't know, he's not. I think he's gonna defend it one more time. I think it's their fourth match for the Intercontinental title, and finally Gable's gonna win it. And then he's gonna have the Creed Brothers and Ivy Nile by his side in the new American Alpha. Or Alpha Academy, sorry. We got that. Yeah. Should have gave the belt to Gable right then and there. Then have Sammy win fucking Money in the Bank. Who's gonna win this year? I probably think it might be Finn Balor. If he's in it. I know Jey Uso might be in it. The qualifying matches start tomorrow. And on SmackDown. Because, Melo's gonna be, we said he's gonna qualify. That's if he wins. Jey Uso's gonna be in it. Marcel Barthel. I forget who else. I have to find out tomorrow, I guess. And, that's it. So we'll get that. Then we go to Bayley, give me a hug. And the hometown girl, Piper Niven. And then we had Chelsea Green in a fucking mask, looking like Rey Mysterio or La Luchadora, Mickey James. I'm like, what the fuck is she wearing? Everyone's like, who is that? Who are you? Ah! You know? It was Chelsea Green in a fucking mask, looking like Rey Mysterio. Like, what the fuck is this? Anyway. But in any case, Bayley somehow survived this match after Piper misses the backsplash. Bayley then hits a crucifix pin. 1, 2, 3. She gets to win. Not many people in Scotland liked it, but Bayley gets to win, and now she pretty much goes to SummerSlam to face Nia Jax. Who's gonna win Money in the Bank? Tiffy Tiff. But is Nia gonna win the belt at SummerSlam? That's the question. I wouldn't have Nia lose to Tiffy though. Because if they're gonna maybe form a tag team, which looks like it might happen and maybe become women's tag team champions, then I'm like, why would you have Tiffy turn on Nia unless you keep them as tag team champions and then Nia's like in the back of her mind like, I know you got that Money in the Bank, now I'm the champ. And Tiffy's like, I'm not gonna cash in. I'm not gonna cash in. And then, BAM! She just cashes in at the right time. I think Tiffy Tiff's gonna be the champion maybe by the end of the year, maybe by WrestleMania, maybe, I don't know, but if she doesn't win Money in the Bank, there's something wrong there. Who are you gonna make win? Naomi? Why don't you put Jade in it and have Jade win the belt? Not win the belt, win Money in the Bank, then cash in on like somebody like Liv Morgan. I don't think she would cash in on someone like Bayley. I mean, we're like, why? Or maybe if Nia does win the belt, this is what you do. Jade wins Money in the Bank. Nia wins the SmackDown title. And then Jade comes out. It's like, oh, me want title match now. Jade beats Nia in like five seconds, like Poppy Priest did to freaking Drew McIntyre. You have something like a WrestleMania moment, like for Jade. Jade gets the SmackDown Women's Championship, goes to SmackDown because she has to, because now she's on Raw for some. Well, she was on Raw because the women's tag team belts they don't change brands or anything like that. So now if Jade beats Nia Jax, she goes to SmackDown, then she can have great feuds with Nia, Tiffy Tiff, and then and the like. I know Io might be in it. Is Io gonna go back to back? Doubtful. I'd like it to happen. I don't think we never had a back-to-back Money in the Bank winner. As far as I know, we never had that. We've had back-to-back Royal Rumble winners. How about a back-to-back Money in the Bank? Idea, Hunter. Come on now. Let's do it. Let's have Io win it again. Then cash in at SummerSlam like she did last year. Smart booking. Just smart booking. I know it might be, in my eyes, fancy booking because I'm so biased to Io, but still. I'd like to see a back-to-back winner. Not like Bobby Priest can't be Mr. Money in the Bank again. Because, I mean, why would you have the champion going into a Money in the Bank match? That would be weird and interesting, but... I mean, imagine the champion goes to Money in the Bank, wins Money in the Bank, and cashes it on himself. He can't do that. Or he cashes it on the other brand's title. That could happen. But is that a realistic idea? Probably, I mean, not really, but just like... Alright, so anyway, Bayley retains. Now, she's going to start her thing with Nia Jax. See what happens with that on SmackDown this week. And then we go to the main event, Drew McIntyre and Poppy Priest. Poppy Priest fucking got booed out of the fucking building. No Judgment Day, so no Dominic Guerrero, I say. By the way, he had a happy Father's Day. That Liv Morgan picture on Instagram. Holy shit. Happy birthday, Daddy. And they just show freaking Liv Morgan like looking at Dom's dick from Raw last week. And then Dom freaking I think he liked it. Then he put a picture. I forgot what he put a picture of something. I forgot on Twitter. I was like. I mean, we're gonna see what happens on Raw tomorrow night. And does Finn Balor still have that hotel room key? What happened after Raw? Are we gonna see some action? We'll see. We shall see. I think, Liv's trying to get in good graces with Dom, so that when Rhea Ripley comes back, Liv's gonna be like, Dom's gonna be like, you've been replaced, I have a new mommy. Liv Morgan. And Rhea's like, fuck you, fucking Dom! She should really go off on Dom and say, you are a small binga, something like that. Say, you weren't the man. You weren't my poppy or anything like that. Something like that. I got a real poppy at home. Oh, that's right, Buddy Murphy. That would be the ultimate right there. Buddy Murphy came back to WWE and got involved in this whole Dom Liv situation. That would be fun. That would be fun. And then, that would be fun. Why? Because Dom could go back at Buddy Murphy. He's like, oh, that's right. Didn't you kiss my fucking sister? Aaliyah Mysterio. That whole thing. It's like, you could have been her dad. Well, yeah, he's 30-something years old. How old is Aaliyah Mysterio? Like 25 now? I don't know how old she is. Still fucking hot, though. I was like, damn, she grew up from back in 2006. That whole Eddie Guerrero, thing. Right, Eddie? Bye. He's sleeping. I don't want to bother him. We'll talk to him later. Tomorrow, probably. But yeah. Eddie knows who his real son is. Dom, and he knows his daughter, too. Aaliyah Mysterio. Girl. But we move on with that. Anyway, that would be a fun storyline. That would be fun. That would be a good mixed tag team match, actually. Rhea and Buddy Murphy versus Dom and Liv Morgan. That would be fun. The promos will be just... See how great a booker I am? I can book WWE and AEW and Ring of Honor and pretty much every promotion except for New Japan. Oh, man. I should have took a different course. Instead of going the music route, I should have went the wrestling route, became a booker. Could have been a great booker like fucking Paul Heyman. But then again, I would have to pay my wrestlers. Oh, wait. Sorry, wise man. Sorry. Anyway, move on. Alright, so Drew and Damian Priest put on a great match. But, I mean, there's always a button that stinks. The fucking ending. And, that whole spot where freaking Priest almost freaking broke his leg. That, I cringed on that. But anyway, the referee gets knocked off the apron. I'm like, I know what's coming next. So, Drew hits the Claymore, and then he's like, get the referee, come on out! And then the referee comes out, we don't see him, we think it's just like Jessica Carr, or one of the other referees. They go, 1, 2, it doesn't matter if The Rock counts to 3! No, it's not The Rock, it's CM Puke in a referee shirt, because the camera was behind him. Great reveal there, but still. So, Punk's like... And then the fans are just going nuclear on Punk. Drew grabs and the fans like, yes! Fuck him up! And then what does Punk do? Kicks Drew right in the wave host, the balls. He crumbles to the ground. Poppy Priest, on one fucking leg, hits South ahead to retain the title. So we got the Glasgow Screwjob, or as I call it, the Scottish Screwjob. So, Drew is pissed. I mean, if you didn't see what happened after the match, well, we didn't see it, but if you watch, you're on Instagram or even on Twitter, I don't know if I think they had it on the WWE YouTube page. Drew went off on the referee. Then he almost killed Corey Graves. Like, you know anything about this? And then he goes over to Wade Barrett. Bad news, Wade Barrett, Stu Bennett. And I'm like, you ain't gonna beat him up. You ain't gonna talk shit to him. And Wade Barrett's like, like, you got screwed, sir. You got screwed. Because he's a fellow, I think he's from England. Pretty much, I think he is from England. I thought he was from Australia, but... Anyway, yeah, Drew is going to be pissed tomorrow night. And if I'm CM Punk, I'm not going to eat donuts at the fucking press conference. I mean, really, dude? And then we're not even from Mindy's. We were from some donut shop in a Dossel in fucking Scotland. Probably didn't even taste good either. Would anybody want a donut? Kathy Kelly, you want a donut? I'm like, no, I don't want a fucking donut. Shove it up your ass. But what kind of donut? Nah, never mind. That's getting weird. Put a cream donut up his ass. No, fill it with jelly. It would look like he's shitting himself. But I digress. Fuck CM Punk, man. Fuck him and his stupidity at the press conference. The one where he's eating muffins from Mindy's. I think it was I forgot what paper that was, but that was kind of funny. But then that led to shit. Now he's eating donuts from Scotland. I mean, what's next? Well, he'll probably be at the press conference after Money in the Bank, and he'll probably be eating like poutine or something from Canada. Maybe some, have some, probably either poutine or have some maple syrup. Or something, something. And then he'll go to Cleveland and have some ridiculous stuff from Cleveland. Ugh. fucking guy's a piece of shit. Fuck CM Punk. But yeah, now they're leading up to well, I doubt Money in the Bank because Rory Punk hasn't been cleared yet. He's trying to get cleared. And he's like, I don't want to fight in Hell in a Cell. I don't want to do this and that. I'm like, yeah, you're going to fight in Hell in a Cell. That's where it was leaning to. I would love for that to be in Hell in a Cell. But Punk is a little bitch. I don't want to fight in Hell in a Cell. Yeah, because you feel like you're going to get hurt. Like you did in, who did he fight in Hell in a Cell? Was it Ryback? Yeah, I think it was Ryback. I don't know if that's where he got the staph infection thing from. But he took Heyman to the fucking top of the fucking Hell in a Cell. I thought he was going to throw him off to his death. Dumb. We got corny. And then Punk's like, I don't want to fight in that match anymore. Pussy. CM Pussy. That's what he is. He's not Punk anymore. He's a CM Pussy. I'm gonna write that in East's chat. CM Pussy. That's what he is. A fucking pussy. The bitch is a fucking egomaniac, but he has a hot wife. AJ Lee. That Ash. That's that. That's it. Alright, that's my brief little thoughts, you understand? Thoughts about Clash of the Castle. But most of the video was just about random stuff. So I will title it Clash of the Castle Thoughts, but I'm going to put that at the, slashed. So what I'm really I don't even know what I'm going to title it. Because mostly for like an hour, I talked about, the NXT opinions and everything, and Ring of Honor just being Ring of Horrible. But that's pretty much it. So I'm going to get out of here because it's late, and I'm going to bed. As far as Collision goes, I'm going to scrap Collision this week. I'm sorry, guys. I want to do Collision. I don't want to really do tomorrow, because I'm going to be busy this entire week with doctor appointments, and I got other things to do. So I'm going to scrap Collision for this week. But if you go on my Twitter, I did live tweet everything. So go on my Twitter to find out everything that happened on Collision. And I think I gave Collision like 7.25 out of 10. I forgot what the rating was. But just go on my Twitter. Link to my Twitter is down below in the gobbledygook. So I apologize for not doing a Collision review this week, but I will be back this weekend. This coming weekend, the 22nd. So we got that, and a whole lot more. So tomorrow I will be back just with Raw. And if anything else comes your way tomorrow, maybe I'll do an extra video or two. Who knows? Then we'll kind of get back on track. NXT Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have Dynamite. Thursday, we'll probably have TNA and Ring of Honor. And then Friday, SmackDown and Rampage. And then Saturday, Collision. And then we'll see what happens this coming weekend. The first official weekend of summer. So got that. And then next weekend, next two weekends, we got Forbidden Door, and then Money in the Bank, and Heat Wave. So I got a lot of fucking predictions videos coming your way. So that's episode 32, 33, and 34. Actually, no, 32 and... Yeah, 32, 33, and 34 of the Shadow Slayer series will be coming away on the Shadow Slayer channel. Thanks for everybody for watching my predictions for Clash at the Castle. I didn't think it was gonna get that many hits in about 2 days. I'm really surprised about that one, but 130, I don't even know what it's up to now. A little over, I know it's over 100 and that, but a couple of days, not bad. Not bad. That's not bad. I know I got 13 subs on it, but 130 views? And I didn't watch it all by myself, so... I mean, it is what it is, so... You think I can't get views? You're wrong! That's pretty much it. Alright, I'm going to bed, guys. Thanks for watching this long video where I really talked about Ring of Honor being so bad, and just a rant about NXT and wrestling in general, really. Not a rant, but just like I guess you can call it a rant, but, you know, I just had a lot to say about certain topics. So, but I did talk about Clash of the Castle, so, but I had the thumbnail will be, it's not clickbait, so that's why I will title it differently. But I will put Clash of the Castle, like a thumbnail for that in the video. That's that. So, let me know your thoughts about Clash of the Castle, on pretty much NXT, and, you know, Ring of Honor being so bad, and everything I talked about in this long video. Leave your opinions down below. I might like it, I might not, but I'm not gonna go 50, 60 freaking comments, you know, going back and forth about the same freaking comment. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm like, alright, whatever, go your merry way with your fucking opinion. And, about wrestling, I'm not talking about drama, because I don't do that shit anymore. I can't go back and forth with mindless, dumb fucks that are, you know, not men. But it is what it is. But in any case, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I went on a tirade tonight. An hour and 46-minute tirade. And if you like it, great. You know, then keep it moving. And that's it. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit that like button. Really hit that subscribe button on this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Hit that bell for more. Share the video all over the internet. And if you're on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you can find me somewhere on Twitter and Instagram. I have the links. If you're on Facebook, just type in Peter Gilmore or Peter Joseph. You might find me there. But am I going to friend you? Probably not. If you're an actual real person, maybe. If you're just a fucking troll, you can go fuck yourself. And that's pretty much it. So, until next time, my friends, if you're not down with all of what I just said, then, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. You don't like my opinion? Well, fuck you. But if you do like my opinion, then, you know, if you wanna leave a comment, go ahead. But don't leave a stupid comment. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna even bother looking at it. It was just a stupid fucking comment. It's like, oh, you fucking suck. You're this and that. I'm like, bye. I'm not gonna read it. I don't want to read it. I have a zero tolerance policy. If you're not gonna talk about the topic at hand, then don't bother leaving a comment on my fucking channel. On my channels, I should say. You know, if you're a wrestling fan or a music fan, or even if you like politics, whatever it may be or what I talk about, if you can't leave me a comment, like, if you just say great video, I'll keep that up. But if you're gonna say, your videos suck, you talk too long, like, so what? You still watch. Thank you for the free view, asshole. But those comments, go bye-bye. If you just say, great vid, Pete, keep it going, you know, how you doing? Yeah, I might comment back. I'm doing good. I'm doing bad. You know, I'm getting by. With a little help from my friends. But you know, those types of things are, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I hate Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is horrible right now. Like, I agree with you. Like, yeah, okay, we'll go. You know, we'll say thank you. You know. But like I said, that whole hour rant I just did before, that's what makes me one of the best fucking shooters on this fucking website. Not the best, but one of the best. But I am the best ranter on this fucking website, and that's a fact. Nobody can touch me. Not even JD, that fucking prick. When I go, I ramble, I go, forget it. I'm not going to go 2 hours, but I'm getting close now, but when I have an opinion and I have a rant, it is fucking legendary. Just saying. I'm just saying. Why did you debate us? No. I'm not gonna debate some fucking schmuck that has 5 subs on his fucking channel. No. No. If it's like somebody like Joe Cronin, or even Hero Steven, or any actual shooter on YouTube, except JD, because he's not really a shooter, he's a bitch. But still, I would love to freaking have a little debate with Joe, or, you know, go on Hero Steven's panel and talk wrestling. You know, I have to give my opinion. And if, you know, him and his panel, you know, they have their different opinions, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not like, oh, your guys' opinions suck. No, not gonna do that. Not gonna do it. No, even back in the day when I was talking with WJ about wrestling, or when I used to do my own panels on Google Hangouts back in the day, which was freaking epic. You know, I talked with like guys like Jeffrey Rose, the Iceman. You know, and other people that loved wrestling, and we had like back and forth debates. You know, we talked, and it was like civil. Nowadays, you go on these panels like, fuck you! You know, that's not fun. You know, I wanna watch, when I watch people talking about wrestling, like on the Rant and Rave podcast, or Joe Cronin, or even Hero Steven, or even Issa at times. I mean, or not Issa per se, Wrestling Inc. You know, they have their own opinions, and if I'm in the chat, I'm like, oh, I don't know about that opinion there, Flobo, or Glenn, or whoever may be on the panel. I'm like, I don't know about that. You know, I'm not going to go back and forth like, oh, this opinion sucks. I'm like, he's a bad host because he doesn't like this and that. I'm like, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Simple. Simple. But all you freaking people just have to have your own freaking thing. You're like, oh, I don't like Glenn. I don't like this person. I don't like this person opinion on the panel. They're boring. I mean, Issa gets all the fucking hate because she's like a big Roman simp and everything. And then nobody liked her on Wrestling Inc. And then people are like, now people are like, where's Issa? She's doing her own thing. If she wants to do her own thing, let her do her own thing. But don't come on that fucking channel or anybody else's channel and say, oh, your opinion sucks. This retarded fucking comments. This fucking retarded. Don't watch it. If you don't like it, do not watch. Simple as that. And if you have a problem with that, too fucking bad. Do your own fucking video. Give your own opinion. But none of you can do that. Right? You have to bother and harass and all these great people that have great opinions about wrestling. You know, I'm not gonna go in their comment sections like, Glenn, I don't like your opinion on that. You know, I'm like, come on, dude. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just like, I'll keep that opinion to myself. I don't have my own opinion on my own video. Okay? If you don't like somebody on the panel, don't watch. Don't even listen to them. So if they do their own video on their own channel, you don't like their video, like their opinion, don't watch it. Just block the channel and move on. Simple as that. But there's a lot of people that have such a big fucking heart on for just going on people's fucking channels like, you suck. I don't like your opinion. It's stupid. Here's my opinion. Then you're like, oh, what the fuck is this opinion about? Pfft. Horrible. Like, no, delete the comment or just leave it up and, don't even answer it. Well, that's pretty much it. Alright, I spiel for enough time. I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, peace. And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man! That's it. Good night, everybody. See you again tomorrow for Raw. And, yeah. That's it. Adios, motherfuckers, and don't forget to tip your waitress. Peace.